Okinawa, the makers of electric two-wheelers, primarily scooters, and who manufacture products like the Ridge, the Praise and the Light electric scooters, now brings out the Dual. Now Dual, the name comes from the fact that it's got dual carriers, or the fact that Dual is aimed at both the B2B and the B2C segment. So let us check out what this new electric scooter has to offer. This is the Motown India show and my name is Roy P. Tharyan. And as you go along, if you like this video, do not forget to give us the thumbs up, and more important, if you're not subscribed to the Motown India channel, do so now. So as I said, when you talk about B2B, what does it really mean? That means this electric two-wheeler can carry goods. Yes, it could be food, it could be water bottles, it could be gas cylinders, and it could be medicine or diagnostic tools. I mean, it's your choice in the B2B segment, and for that Okinawa will be providing certain accessories which you need to buy. Now, for example, this electric two-wheeler comes with two carriers which are optional, of course. You need to fit them in front and at the rear. Okinawa is also offering you these boxes at a cost. This is a smaller box compared to this is the bigger box. These come with locks. These are primarily made of thermocol, light but pretty tough. So they also provide belts. You can also have your own jugaad of sorts with some kind of elastic rope to secure them in the right place. So Okinawa wants to ensure that this two-wheeler is mostly used in the B2B segment, and for that it makes a lot of sense. And the best part about this electric two-wheeler is that you don't require a registration for it, neither do you require a driving license. The reason being that this electric two-wheeler does not go beyond a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. So apart from the immense utilities this electric two-wheeler offers, let's get to understand what this electric two-wheeler per se is all about. What is its power and what are the features it offers? If you see its side profile, you will get to see a wide U-shaped kind of metal frame. This frame is rock solid. It's like the chassis of the vehicle. The real purpose of making such a strong vehicle is to ensure that it is able to carry out the functions it is built for in the B2B segment. While this small size machine is able to carry a lot of load and do some remarkable work in the B2B segment, it's a smart looking two-wheeler for the personal segment too. Once you remove the rear carrier, you can attach a pillion seat. The rear carrier is attached to the scooter with the help of 3 nuts, while the one in front is attached with the help of 4 nuts. All these can be removed with considerable ease with the help of a spanner. For attaching the pillion seat, only the rear carrier needs to be removed. The rear seat comes with a decent backrest. Coming to design, styling and features of this vehicle, the Okinawa Dual is not an embarrassingly low scooter like the Yulu product. It's a lot bigger and riding it will not make you feel uncomfortable. I am 5 feet 10 inches in height and I found it very comfortable riding it. It has a long footboard where you can keep some of your stuff and ensure their safety with the help of hooks on either side, one under the seat and one below the handlebar. The best part is, unlike narrow electric scooter with narrow footboards, the Dual comes with foot pegs for the rider. This is something very unique and will be a rider's delight. The rider has other reasons to cheer too. He or she gets a very durable mobile holder which is operated manually for safety reasons. Once you unlock a small clip behind the mobile holder, you can start adjusting the thin rotary knobs to fit in your mobile phone perfectly. Once your rotary knob adjustments are completed to your satisfaction, you can push down the clip at the rear and ensure that the rotary knobs do not move. The mobile phone is now safe in its position. The rider also has access to a USB slot to keep the phone on charge when he's on the move. The Okinawa Dual gets other features like an all-LED lights. The headlight is LED with DRL, while the remaining tail light and the front and rear winkers are LED too. The lights, I must say, are very bright. The Dual also gets a very comfortable and cushiony seat. Then it has a main stand as well as a side stand. The side stand comes with a sensor. It gets stylish aluminium wheels while the brake lever is aluminium alloy. It gets a 310 tubeless tire for front and rear. The Okinawa Dual gets a bright LCD instrument panel with all information in digital form. The screen displays the charging level in bars while it is also shown digitally in numerical form. It also gets an odometer display and vertical slide showing the mode. Since the H mode is not activated in this e-scooter, there is no further information about the same. We shall talk about this mode a little later. Then there is a large P sign displayed on the screen which you get to see the moment you start the scooter with the key. There is also a bar chart which progressively increases from left to right as you tug the throttle. It is like a tachometer. The P is a very good safety feature since it ensures that the vehicle does not move even when you tug at the throttle. It is the parking mode. It's only when you press the red button with the letter P on it, which is on the right side of the handlebar, that the P vanishes and you're able to move forward. Coming to the buttons and switches on the handlebar, on the right it gets L and H switch. Since this e-scooter is meant for a maximum speed of 25 km per hour, the H is not applicable. It only rides on L mode. In future, the company plans to introduce a high-speed variant of this model. Then the H switch will come in operation. For the time being, you can simply ignore the H switch. On the right, you also have the switch for the DRL and the main headlight. The left side of the handlebar has switches for high and low beam, indicators and horn. Now before we get into riding this e-scooter, let us see what is under its floorboard. That's the area where the lithium-ion batteries are parked. The Okinawa Dual is offered with two battery options, a 48 volts 28 amperes and 55 ampere battery. We got the latter inside our e-scooter. The floorboard is made up of very good material, and in order to open it there is a key slot with a plastic cover on it. Once you slide this cover to one side, the key slot is exposed. The key opens a horizontal bar kind of lock which once raised will allow you to open the cover of the floorboard. It's easy to do that. Under the floorboard is kept a battery which can be taken out by pulling its handle. The battery handle thankfully has a rubber surface and your hand does not get hurt when you pick up the heavy battery. In this floor area also lies the MCB or the miniature circuit breaker, which can be switched off and on as you desire. Thus, when you leave the e-scooter to go somewhere, you can always switch off this MCB. The only hitch to this entire floor design is the horizontal bar, which we found was not staying put at a 90-degree position. If that was possible, taking out the battery and placing it back would have been a lot easier. The company has already assured us that this anomaly would be fine-tuned in the production model. While the 28 ampere battery gives a range of around 60 kilometers plus, the 55 ampere battery can give a range of 130 kilometers plus. It takes 2 to 3 hours to fully charge the 28 ampere battery, while it takes 4 to 5 hours to fully charge the 55 ampere battery. The former, when fitted on the scooter, can carry a total load of 150 kgs, while the latter can carry up to 200 kg plus. The battery can be taken out and charged in office or home with the help of a charger, plugged in at one end to the battery and the other to a 6 amp socket on the wall. Or you can directly plug the charger to the battery and the other end to the wall socket. The vehicle has a micro charger feature with auto cut. The Okinawa Dual has a 250 watt motor and has a length of 1770 mm, a width of 800 mm and a height of 1075 mm. The wheelbase is 1290 mm. It has a ground clearance of 150 mm. The vehicle comes with electronic assisted braking system with regenerative braking. In front you have telescopic suspension, while at the rear you have dual tube spring type hydraulic shockers. You get 2 sets of key with the scooter. One set is for starting the scooter and riding it, while the other is a remote lock with features of its own. With the remote key you can lock and unlock the vehicle, and you can even start the vehicle. Yes, it's a keyless feature wherein you can ride with the key in your pocket. This remote key also has a function of Find My Vehicle, wherein you can press a button and the alarm kicks off and you can identify where the vehicle is. The ride quality of this Okinawa Dual is surprisingly very good. It seems that the company has worked a lot on the suspension. Even though the speed is at 25 km per hour, it does not feel uncomfortable even on some badly built roads. The acceleration too is very impressive. What makes this electric scooter very appealing is that it is a good looker and is backed by great quality and performance. The dual brakes are also adequate with disc in front and drum at the rear. These brakes will come a lot handy when people begin to carry heavy products like gas cylinders and stacks of water bottles on them. I would say that Okinawa has raised the bar in the electric scooter segment in areas of design, styling, features and performance with their new product, the Okinawa Dual.